Hello, my friends. We did it. Day 31. You should be so flippin' proud of yourselves. 31 days straight of yoga. That is amazing. I hope that you've seen changes in your mind, in your body, everything. I have, even just over these past 30 days. I've tried new things. I've been discovering things about my body and things that I can do. So, starting tomorrow, Love Series begins. Let's start out in a nice comfortable seat. Whichever you choose, you know what seat is most comfortable for you. Fix your cheeks. Sit up nice and tall. Hands can be in your lap or on your knees, whatever is comfortable. Close your eyes just for a moment. And let's take a few deep breaths. Just becoming present. Letting go of everything else we have going on. And just think about how proud you are of yourself. It's not easy to do 31 days straight of yoga. Most people give up, but you didn't. You kept going. That says something. You have a lot of strength in you. Let's take one more deep breath. Slowly opening your eyes. Let's reach our arms over our heads and bring them on down. A couple more times. You're going to breathe in, reach those arms overhead, and exhale. Arms come down. One more time. And exhale. Stretch it over to the right. Pressing down with both sits bones, keeping your chest open. You can even look up to the sky and say, "Hi, airplane." It's a beautiful day. And come back through center and stretch it over to the left. Look up towards the sky. Give yourself a smile. Wave to the airplane. And come on back up. Let's come right into our tabletop. And we're going to open up. Chest is open, chin up. Breathe in. Exhale, round it through. Push through that mat. Really round through that back, chin to chest. Breathe in to open that chest. Rolling those shoulders back. Exhale, round it through. One more time, breathe in. And exhale, round it through. Walk your knees back just a couple inches. And we're going to slowly start to walk our hands out and bring our chest and chin to the mat. Maybe your forehead rests on the mat. Coming into puppy pose. You should feel an opening in your upper back. Maybe it's straining on your arms. If it is, just widen your arms. Open your arm space. Take a breath. One more breath. And we're going to come right into our forearm plank. Make sure that your butt's not up in the air and that your hips are not sagging. In order to prevent that, push your heels back towards the back of your mat, and if you tuck your pelvis ever so slightly, you'll really feel your core engage. And make sure you're breathing. We're going to lift the right leg, make a little circle, bring it down. Deep breath in, lift the left leg, exhale, circle, down. Right. Make sure you're breathing. And knees come down, and you can begin to walk back to a child's pose. Take a deep breath. One more deep breath. And let's round through that back. Coming back to your tabletop. Right leg comes out. Square those hips. Left arm comes out. And we're going to slowly bring our right leg over to the left and our left arm over to the right. And tighten your core and hold it. Make sure you're breathing. Bring it back through. And again. Come back through center. One more time. So this is kind of the opposite of what we normally do. We normally bring our arm and leg out 30 degrees. This time we're going the opposite way. Left leg comes out. Right arm comes out. Tuck that core. So if you lift your belly button in, that's tightening your core. Take a deep breath in and exhale 30 degrees over to the opposite side. This is very hard to balance. Come back through center. Bring it out. Make sure you're breathing. Very slow and controlled movements. And bring it in. Round through that back, sit back. Take a breath. And let's come right into our downward dog. Begin walking it out. Stretching through the back of those legs, the hamstrings, the calves, the ankles. Never holding your breath, giving those muscles all the oxygen they need. And tuck that tailbone up towards the sky. We're going to take a deep breath in. Right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that leg out to the right side. Exhale. Bring it back through, three-legged dog. Breathe in. Exhale, bring it out to the side. Breathe in, three-legged dog, keeping everything square to the mat. Exhale, out to the side. Coming back through, round through that back, lifting that leg, step it up. The more you round that back and give yourself some height, the more you have room to bring that leg forward and lift it and step front. Rise up, squeezing those inner thighs, arms overhead, interlacing those fingers, sinking into that front hip, and just open your chest towards the sky. Small back bend, deep breaths, and Hands come to the mat, framing that foot. Come up on the back leg. Come into your first high plank. Take a breath. Make sure your pose is in the right stance. So butt's not up high, hips are not sagging. Tuck that pelvis ever so slightly, pushing those heels to the back of your mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift the right leg, make a circle. Left. Start marrying the breath. Keeping the entire rest of your body still. Knees come down, chest and chin, feet are flat on the mat. Take a breath. Come down to your belly. We're going to do bow pose. Take a deep breath in, not boat, bow, like bow and arrow. Lifting those legs, grabbing at the ankles or the tops of your feet. We're going to take a deep breath in and exhale, lift, keeping those knees in line with your hips, neck in line with your spine, and lower down. Bring your right arm out to the side. Left fingertips are going to push off, and your left leg toe comes down to the ground, opening that chest, bringing that left arm behind your back, and breathe. Fingertips come back to the mat, roll back onto your belly, left arm comes out, right fingertips to the mat, push yourself off, right toe touches the ground, bringing that right arm behind your back, opening that chest, and breathe. This is a great chest opener. And fingertips come back to the mat, roll back to your belly. Hands come under your shoulders, curl those toes, lift those kneecaps, and come back to your downward dog. Walking it out, stretching those heels, those calves. Should feel really nice. Breathing, of course. And then we're going to tuck that tailbone up towards the sky. On our next breath in, left leg comes high, three-legged dog. And then we're going to exhale, bring it out to the side. Coming back through, three-legged dog. Breathe in. Exhale to the side. Come back through. Inhale. Exhale one more time, out to the side. And back to three-legged dog. We're going to bring that knee to chest, really rounding through, coming forward, and step it up. Between those hands. Lowering on the back leg, foot is flat on the mat. Squeeze those inner thighs and slowly rise. Hey, that rhymes. Take a breath. Find your bearings. Hit your nose. Fix your clothes. Wow, I'm on a rhyming rampage. All right. Arms overhead. Steeple grip. Keeping those shoulders down away from your ears. We're going to sink into that front hip, squaring them to the front. Opening that chest, breathing. Deep breaths. that front foot, come up on the back foot, come back to high plank. Let's do our first chaturanga. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Open it up. Chest is open. Upward facing dog. Breathe in. Exhale. Right back to downward dog. Walking it out. Tucking that tailbone. Take a deep breath. Rise up to the balls of those feet and lower down. One more time, rise up and down. One more, rise up. This time, tippy toe. Hopping up on your fingertips will allow you to come closer to your hands. We're going to activate those thighs, tighten our core, bring more weight into our toes and our heels, and just breathe. You can let the upper body hang. Just really enjoying your forward fold. Eventually, tailbone points to the sky. But if you need a small bend in your knee, that's okay. I still keep a small bend in my knee as well. Knees, not one knee, both knees. All right, let's slowly rise up. Deep breath in. Exhale. Arms overhead. Hands to heart. Let's do some balance work. This is going to be difficult. If you fall, start from the beginning. Don't get frustrated. It's not easy, but the more we practice, the better we'll get. So the best thing to do is just have patience with yourself and your body. So let's bring our hands to our heart, coming in to chair pose. We're going to bring the weight into our left foot, slowly lifting that right knee, and then kicking that leg out. See if you can swing it around and come into warrior three. And then we're going to swing it back the way we came. Bend that knee in, coming right back to your chair pose. So the leg doesn't need to be super high. I'd rather you have very controlled movements than trying to get your leg up super high. Keeping it low is fine. Deep breath in. Exhaling, left leg comes up. All the weight is in the right foot. We're going to kick that leg out, keeping that bend in the right knee. Swing that leg around. Slow, controlled, coming into warrior three. Breathing, coming back. Swing that leg around. Bring it front, bend, and come back to chair pose. Twist it to the right, tightening that core, looking up towards the sky. Make sure your knees are in line. Come back through center. Deep breath in. Exhale over to the left. Tighten that core, lifting it up off of the thighs. And look up towards the sky. And breathe. Forward fold. Walk it over to the left. Walk it over to the right. Breathing. Slowly roll it up. Breathe in. Exhale. hands to heart. If you need to step back up to the front, go ahead. I had to move myself back so I had more room. Let's do a couple, well, we'll do one more balance pose and then we'll continue on with our flow. Standing up nice and tall, hands to heart. All four corners of your left foot on the mat. Breathe in, right leg comes up. Exhale, grab that ankle, stretching that thigh. Heel towards your glute. And maybe you just keep it here and practice your balance. If you want to take it one step further, walk those fingers around to the inside. Find a focal point about 4 or 5 feet in front of you. Deep breath in. Exhale, slowly tip forward, lifting that foot to the sky, and breathe. Slowly coming back and release. Let's take it to the other side. Right foot, all four corners are evenly on the mat. Hands to heart. Take a breath. Left leg comes up. Stretch it back. Heel to glute. Maybe you hold it here. If you want to keep going, walk that hand around to the inside. Find your focal point. Slowly, controlled, tipping forward, breathing. And gently release. Let's breathe in, reach arms overhead. Exhale, stretch it over to the right, hips come out to the left. Coming back through center, breathe in, standing up nice and tall. Exhale, over to the left. Keep that chest open, don't round forward. Coming back through, deep breath in. Hands come together, exhale, dive it down. Fingertips to the mat, halfway lift. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the mat, coming back to your plank. Straighten up your pose, so make sure, again, hips aren't dipping or up too high. Chaturanga. Breathe in. Come forward. Exhale. Come up into upward dog. Breathe in. Exhale. Slowly turn to the left. Right foot comes behind. Lifting those hips. Opening that chest. Breathing. See it from there. You're either going to come into a side plank with your kickstand. So bring that leg right in front into your kickstand, or see if you can come right into your side plank. Take a breath. One more breath. Come back to your high plank. Chaturanga. Deep breath in. Come forward. Exhale. Elbows in at your side. Coming upward facing dog. Breathe in. Exhale. Slowly turning. Left foot comes behind. I begin to lift my hips and open my chest. Left arm comes behind. And breathe. From here, you're either going to bring that leg forward into your kickstand or right into a side plank. And breathe. Turning back to your high plank. Knees come down. Open those knees as wide as your mat. Toes come together. Glutes come back to your heels. Chest reaches towards the mat. Forehead on the mat. Deep breaths. You should feel that heart rate. Knowing how alive you are. How great it is that your body can do this for you. Even if it feels like it's the hardest thing in the world right now, just know how lucky you are that you can move your body like this. We're going to round through our back. And let's open up those hips and chest, keeping those toes and heels together. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, round through that back, sit back. Let's do it one more time. Round through that back, open it up, breathe in, exhale, round back. Coming back to our tabletop, curl those toes, walk it out. Taking deep breaths, catching your breath. And on our next breath in, right leg reaches high, three-legged dog. Open it up, exhale, keeping those shoulders squared to the front. Deep breath in, exhale, come through the center, make 3 big circles. Breathe in, come back through, three-legged dog. Exhale, 3 big circles. Really lifting that knee towards your chest. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Last time, exhale, 3. Sit down into your pigeon pose. You thought I was going to take it easy on you on the last day? No way, Jose. All right. You have your blocks. We're going to use those towards the end. Well, we'll use them soon. So grab them. If you don't have them, it's fine. Again, if you want more of a stretch, come down to your forehead, arms out long, and breathe. Rise up, slowly walk it back, really opening that chest, breathing. This should feel like a pretty powerful pose, kind of like you're a mermaid on a rock and the waves are splashing, right? Wow, I'd be a really good storyteller. Lift that back leg. Grab the top of that foot or your ankle or the heel and stretch it in. Keep your elbow towards the sky and breathe. Slowly releasing that foot. I'm going to curl those toes under, lift the back leg, and I'm going to shoot my right leg through. Opening up, lifting my hips. See if you can really open that chest by bringing that arm behind you and breathe. Turning back, come into your plank, come straight into downward dog. Breathe, walk it out. Catch your breath and tuck that tailbone towards the sky. On our next breath in, left leg comes high. Exhale, bend that knee, open up those hips, keeping those shoulders squared to the front. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring it through the center. 3 big circles. Breathe in, 3-legged dog. Exhale, 3 circles. Breathe in, 3-legged dog. Exhale, last 3. And we're going to rest and come into pigeon pose. Slowly walking those hands out. You can either come to your forearms and hold it there, or walk the fingertips out, forehead to mat. Take some deep breaths. And walk those fingertips back up. Open up that chest. Become a mermaid on a rock. Deep breaths. And lift that back leg. Go ahead and grab the foot or heel, keeping elbow towards the sky. Breathing. Gently release, curling the back toes under, lifting and sliding that left leg through, opening up those hips, right arm to the sky, and then open that chest by bringing that arm behind. Breathing. And hands to mat, coming back to a plank, knees come down. Wide-legged child's pose. Take a moment, catch your breath. Who said yoga was easy? I've never heard anybody that actually does yoga say that yoga is easy, because it's not. But it's beautiful, and it's wonderful, and it literally changes you as a person. Let's round through that back, coming back to tabletop. Curl those toes, downward dog. Walk it out, breathing. Tucking that tailbone up towards the sky. On your next breath in, right leg comes high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Breathe in, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, twisting it over. Breathe in, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it up. We're going to round through, give ourselves some height, and step it up. Turning on that back foot, coming right to our warrior one. If you feel like your stance is too wide, bring it in. You can also widen your stance this way. So that's a helpful way to get my upper body front, by widening my stance, bringing my right leg further out, my left leg further out, and then I'm going to straighten that back leg, lift the kneecap, bend the front leg, arms overhead, and breathe. Slowly, we're going to heel toe, widening our stance. I should say elongating, because widening would be this way. Arms come out, warrior two. 90 degree in that front leg, back leg is straight. More of my weight is going into the outside of my foot. Make sure that knee is not over your ankle. Deep breath in, flip that palm, reach it front, and exhale, coming into peaceful warrior. Look up towards the sky. Don't lose the bend in your front knee. And straighten that front leg. Stretch it back. Coming into your triangle. Opening that chest. Shoulders are stacked. You can place a block here, leaning on that block. If you're coming down too much and you find yourself turning, that means you're going too far down. Come up. Maybe place your hand on your shin and breathe. Slowly turning, bending on that front leg. We're going to frame that front foot, turning on the back foot. Step it up a few steps, coming into pyramid pose. If you have blocks, bring them a little closer. You can do flat back like this, or you can interlace your hands and do flat back like that. And breathe. Slowly release. Either fingertips come to the ground, or we're going to do revolve triangle, bringing either your block to the outside or the inside of your foot, and twist from the hips. Breathing. Coming back through. I'm going to bend my front knee. Coming in to warrior three. Again, use your blocks. And opening up to half moon. Fingertips to the mat, come into your standing split. One hand wraps around your ankle and step it up. Walk those legs out. Forward fold. Slowly roll it up. Breathe in. Exhale. Arms overhead, hands to heart. Deep breath in. Stretch it over. Exhale, dive it down. Halfway lift, flat back. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Coming right back to your downward dog. Take a deep breath. Walk it out. Tuck that tailbone up towards the sky. On your next breath in, left leg reaches high. Three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Breathe in. Three-legged dog. Exhale, twist it over, left knee to right elbow. Breathe in. Three-legged dog. Exhale, round through that back, knee comes high. Step it up. Turn and lower on that back foot, coming right into warrior one. Again, if you're having a hard time getting your upper body towards the front in warrior one, open that stance, widen your stance. Arms overhead. Breathe. And heel toe, opening up to warrior two. Deep breath in, flip that front palm, reach front, exhale, peaceful warrior. Keep the bend in the front leg. Take a breath. Straighten that front leg, stretch it back a little more. Deep breath, coming right into triangle. If you need a block here, grab it. Maybe use your shin, opening that chest, breathing, And slowly, we frame that front foot, bending on that front knee, stepping it up. Closer stance, coming into pyramid. Bringing your blocks to either side of that foot. And maybe you do your your flat back, halfway lift with your blocks. Or interlacing those hands behind your back, lifting those hands towards the sky, we still keep our flat back. And we breathe. Releasing those hands, we're going to come into revolved triangle. You can use your blocks. If not, fingertips come to the mat and slowly twist. You can also bring that arm to your hip. If you do have a block, it can be on the inside or outside of that foot, and begin to twist from your hips, opening up, breathing. And slowly coming back. Whew. We're gonna come into warrior three. Hands can come to heart once you find your balance. Or you can use your blocks. And then we open up to half moon. Whew. And if you fall, try again. Starting from warrior three, I'm like on a weird angle. There's like a brick that's higher than the other. Opening up. And don't be afraid to use your blocks. And the fingertips come to the ground, coming into your standing split. One hand comes around your ankle and step it up. Forward fold. Walk those legs out. They should be on fire right about now. Let's slowly roll it up. Breathe in. Exhale. Arms overhead. Hands to heart. Breathe in. Arms overhead. Exhale. Dive it down. Bring those feet together, fingertips to the mat. We're going to slowly start to bend our knees, keeping the balls of your feet on the mat, and see if you can let go and balance on the balls of your feet. Deep breath. And fingertips come down. And let's come into a seat. Coming into boat pose. If you want to use your block, you can utilize it to lean back and lift. It's very helpful. Deep breath in. Tighten that core. Exhale and lift. If you can let go, great. Or maybe you hold on or fingertips to the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, straighten those legs. Bend those legs. Breathe in. Exhale, straighten. Bend. Breathe in. Exhale, straighten. One more time. Bend. Breathe in and exhale, straighten. Slowly lowering our legs down, bringing our arms overhead and suspend. Breathing. Hug those knees in. Yes, you did good. Legs come up. Shins are parallel with the sky. Interlacing those fingers. behind our head, keeping those elbows wide, keeping that piece of fruit in between your chin and your neck. We're going to breathe in and keeping that upper back lifted. Exhale, straighten that right leg, suspend it, bring it in. Breathe in, exhale, suspend the left leg, bring it in. Slow and controlled, and breathe. And hug those knees in. Go ahead and do a good morning stretch. Really stretching, making that body long. Taking a breath. And hug that right knee in. Activate the left leg by flexing the foot. And we're going to grab the outside of that right leg and come into a half happy baby. Just breathe. I want to open up those hips. Keeping both shoulder blades on the mat and keeping that left leg as straight as you can. And release. Hug it in one more time. Wave to the airplane. And left leg comes in. Hug it in. Grab the outside of that foot. Activate the right leg by flexing the foot. And half happy baby. And breathe. And hug it in. And let's bring both feet up. We're going to come into our bridge pose. I wanted to kind of go over everything that we practiced. If you have a block, grab it. If not, that's okay. Just do regular bridge if you do not have a block. If you do have a block, stick it right up under your sacrum. And just rest there for a moment. You can lift your right leg, just don't bring it over that knee, the other knee, so you don't want it way up here. Just keep it low. And breathe. And let's take it over to the left. And release. Let's let go of the block and bring it in between your legs. Now try to do a bridge pose. You can interlace your fingers under your back to kind of give you a little bit more lift. But having the block in between your legs keeps your legs from splaying out. Deep breath in. Exhale. Come on down. And let's do plow. Legs come up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. We want to lift up and over. And if you can only come here, that's fine. But you want to make sure your neck is long and open wherever you are. You can also interlace your fingers behind your back. You want to keep your kneecaps lifted and breathe. Very important to breathe in this position. Hands come to your lower back. We're going to slowly come down. And now you can place your hands on the mat, keeping those knees close to your face. Come down one vertebrae at a time, using those hands as resistance to slow you down. We want to make sure our spine always comes first. Now, if you want to turn to one side and meet me in a seat, go for it, or you can rock and roll. One more for good luck. Okay, I was going to do splits because I know a lot of you love practicing splits, but I feel like it's just as important to practice our middle splits, aka our straddles. This will help in your right and your left splits. So this is also preparation, and don't worry if you're going to come back and do my love series February 1st through February 29th. We will of course do plenty of split practice and middle split practice. Bringing your blocks or maybe a few stacked pillows, something you can just lean on, and keeping both feet flexed, sitting up nice and tall. So you still want a straight spine. Even though we're leaning, I'm not like hunched. So my spine is nice and straight. I can sit up tall and lean. And take a few breaths. And now we move our blocks out a little further. Keeping a long spine, we come out a little further and breathe. And one more time, if you want to try to come out a little further, deep breath in, exhale. And just stay here for a few moments and breathe. I hope you guys really enjoyed this sequence, this series. Hi, airplane. I truly enjoyed it, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you who believe in me enough to allow me to show you the way, to guide you, I guess, in a way. It's pretty amazing. So I'm very humbled by that, and I want you to know I will never be somebody who thinks I'm better than anyone. I will never let this get to my head like, oh, all these people follow me and all these people follow me on YouTube. No. I know what's important in life, and I will never, ever let my humbleness fall short. Ever. I think being humble is one of the most amazing, beautiful things a human being can have. So, stay humble. Alright, let's come into our corpse pose. Just slowly and gently, we're going to come out of this, because it's going to feel a little funny. So bringing your hands behind you, bringing your left and then your right, and then you can swing yourself around. Bent knees, and we gently lay back. Why do we do that? What comes first? I can't hear you. Yes, the spine. Very good. All right, coming into your favorite corpse pose ever. I want you guys to tense everything up really tight. And then let it go. Hi, airplane, not a good time. glutes, make sure you release them. Relaxing your upper body, your arms, your eyes are closed, your jaw is relaxed. I want you to picture yourself in your hammock, super cozy, in the shade. You feel the wind tickling through your hair. I really wish this airplane would go the hell away. You're ruining my corpse pose. Hold on. Hold that thought. Not very calming. The sound of an airplane flying over. Okay. Just start by breathing gently and slowly. Deep breaths. Picturing yourself in your hammock on the beach between two palm trees with just the right amount of shade. You feel that wind sweeping over your body and it tickles your hair. And you hear those waves and you just surrender completely and let go. You just allow yourself to be present at that moment in time. Nothing else matters. You are you, and you are one with the earth. And it's a beautiful moment. Go ahead and wiggle your toes and your fingers. You can gently turn to one side and meet me in a seat. Or rock and roll. Coming into your little ball. And meet me in a seat. If you want to sit up on a block, feel free. I'm gonna. Feels so good right now. How about you? Sitting in your comfortable seat, sitting up tall, hands in your lap or wherever they're comfortable. Eyes are closed, shoulders down away from your ears. Neck is in line with the spine. We're going to do 2 ohms. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath in. Give yourself a little smile. You might feel silly chanting, and that's okay. I did too the first few times. Hands come to your heart, gently opening your eyes. Thank you guys so much for embarking on this 31-day journey with me. It's been eye-opening, it's been full of discovery, and I truly hope you had the same experience. And I hope you join me for my next series, beginning February 1st, called Love. We will begin to just find ways to love our bodies, love ourselves, movement through love, love through movement, just a big old love fest. So I hope you join me. Thank you guys so much again for practicing with me for these past 31 days. As always, it's truly an honor. Namaste. Have a great rest of your day or week or whatever, Bye. Love y'all.